bright like the passion of fire. In the shadows I ignite the night, like Prometheus I bring the light. Embrace the flames, let them aspire. I'm the spark that never tires, unleashing chaos, fueling the fire. Like Prometheus I'll never retire. I'm the blaze that takes you higher. My flames dance in the dark, a fiery show, illuminating paths where chaos will grow. As Prometheus did, I break the mold. With passion and fire, my story unfolds, lighting up the world with my fire. I'm the spark that never tires, unleashing chaos, fueling the fire. Like Prometheus, I'll never retire. I'm the blaze that takes you higher. Tires, unleashing chaos, fueling the fire. Like Prometheus, I'll never retire. I'm the blaze that takes you higher. Dance in the dark, a fiery show, illuminating paths where chaos will grow. As Prometheus did, I break the mold. With passion and fire, my story unfolds, lighting up the world with my fire, illuminating paths where chaos will grow. As Prometheus did, I break the mold. With passion and fire, my story unfolds, lighting up the world with my fire, illuminating paths where chaos will grow.
Making my own stuff, I get to save on commission costs, at least.
I get that. You know, I'm gonna ask you a question later, but, anyways, welcome to Burning Den. Let's burn up the night! As always, I'm Prometheus, also known as JJ Star. And here I am I can't speak. Cheese. I am here with this handsome devil, a Thanatos devil. Would you like to explain yourself? Yes. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Why, yes, I'd love to, my dear.
There we go.
So yeah, I am a Thanatos the devil, but y'all can simply call me a Thanatos or Afan, if you prefer. I am a fallen angel VTuber who has overthrown the Morningstar himself, and his crown now serves as a gold plating to my wonderful horn.
So...
And on my shoulder is my lovely assistant, Liliana. Named after my mentor, Lilith. I am a variety streamer. I specialize mostly in Digimon and mecha based content.
Mm.
Yes.
Have you ever tried to make like a devil-themed mecha?
Yes. When I've mostly on Gunbreaker 4, I have like an actual line of gunplas that are all based on my demons.
Hmm.
And I also have a pre-full version of my mecha as well, which is completely white with silver and gold.
Is
And
it? Oh, sorry.
oh, it's no problem. You can continue your question.
Oh, I was gonna ask, is it plated with the same gold as the crown?
No, it is not the same gold. The gold uh, on the MS-97 That's the model name for from the prequel Gundam. Damon Angelos. That's what I called it. The gold from that is simply just the golden embellishment that us angels typically have. Kind of by default, it just kind of appears on our bodies when we're not fallen.
Oh, huh. You know what? This is why I need to. I need. So I've had two fallen angels on here at least so far, and I need an angel VTuber because this is generally a pain in the butt to find.
There is a caveat to me being a fallen angel. I am not a fallen angel from this realm. I actually come from. It was quite a surprise to me when I started traveling the multiverse. My home realm is actually what you folks would call a generic JRPG of the high fantasy variety.
Same, actually. I come from a magic island, so. Well, it's not an island, it's more like a small continent. But in terms of the regular realm, it's like, it's called like Magic Australia, essentially.
Uh,
But yeah, no.
from what I've seen, my home realm is essentially high fantasy Canada. Because, oh golly, the mortals in that realm, so many war crimes. So many Geneva violations in that world before I took over.
Did they make more after you took over?
Uh, well, not on the home turf, at least.
Hmm. Okay. It just draws more questions. I'm just like, casually stroll away.
uh,
I mean, Canada already has enough, war crimes probably as is. I don't think you coming over would make it worse.
honestly, no. Their prime minister is doing a lot of my work for me these days.
Oh gosh.
Oh god.
Anyways,
Oh golly, yes.
let's walk away from that subject.
Absolutely.
Um. So here, I gotta know. I don't have my questions pulled up. I just want to talk to you about this.
hmm
So how did you get into the human realm? That's my question.
Oh, that's quite the fun answer. So after I conquered the demon world and then the human world, as part of a treaty with the Divine Realm, which used to be my home before my fall, I managed to snatch away a special sword from Gabriel, from the Archangel Gabriel, that allows me to cross over different realms.
Hmm. So you don't have like a giant gash in the earth that just allows you to walk back and forth?
Well, there's that to go between the underworld and the mortal world in my realm, but that's a different story.
Well, okay.
But from my world to yours, I have to cut open an entryway myself with the sort of saints. But you know, after a century or two, you get a hang of it.
I mean, actually, today you're not in my head. Normally I'd say you're in my head, but no. I've been gaslighting everybody. There's nothing here anymore.
They burnt it all away.
Nah. Today it's just,
I just wanted to make a pun.
we're one day from opening a physical cafe. Don't question it.
I'll be sure to visit with my mentor eventually.
Yeah, no,
If I can convince her to wear something that is that wouldn't get us arrested for public and for indecent exposure.
what?
You know how succubi are? Well, my mentor is Lilith, the queen of succubi.
Yeah, but, like, uh, is she streaking in human society?
Not streaking, but not exactly appropriate for the occasion most of the time.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, I deal with the Greek goddesses, so.
Quite fair, quite fair.
Yeah, not fun. I mean, I'm a Titan, so, I don't really. I don't talk to them. I know them, but I don't talk to them. Other than probably I've spoken to Hephaestus. In regards to that though, I gotta ask you, what are your thoughts on furries?
As long as they don't piss in my Cheerios, I like them.
Fair enough. So, if you were at a furry convention and they did pee in your Cheerios, what would you do in that circumstance?
Beat up the particular furry and then go on with my day.
Yeah. But what if
I
they
might be
all...
the devil, but I'm not a psychopath, my dear.
So you don't burn down the building? Wow. Just kidding.
Oh no, I reserved that for... Well, it depends what kind of furry convention it is.
Horde battle.
Well, since it's not the naughty World War II faction furry convention, no, the building is not getting burnt down.
That's a thing?
Yes. I get way too many of those morons in the underworld lately.
Okay, that's kind of strange.
It is, but otherwise, furries, fun people. If you ever want an expert tailor, you go to them, darling.
So what are your thoughts on Actually, you know what? We already got most of your lore already. So I gotta ask. So you draw most of your stuff. Have you ever thought about getting like a VTuber model?
I have, and I've tried. I even tried making a VTuber model from scratch.
Is it just...
Unfortunately, my art style is, I found it to be quite incompatible with VTube Studio and Live 2D.
I can get that. I mostly draw pixel art, so I've seen pixel art VTubers. I just can't get behind it. I don't know how to do it. But I'm not good at raking, so.
But I am kind of puppeteering Fuji right now for this to work. But what I'm doing right now with the different avatar poses is what I'm doing on a daily basis when I stream. I just have a Stream Deck pedal underneath my computer desk to control the emotes.
I have never heard of that, actually. There's a paddle?
Yeah, Stream Deck makes a foot pedal version of their Stream Deck.
That is so
I
strange.
mean, Elgato makes a foot pedal version of the Stream Deck.
No, the Stream Deck makes a copy of the Stream Deck. Oh god, and they're just kind of looking at it like, what are y'all talking about? You know, I might as well knock out this question out of the way. Let's see. So, there's a World War II furry in your shopping market. You just went inside to get, like, what's your favorite food?
Putin.
Putin. Poutine.
Yep.
So you're going to get...
You got the wording right the second time.
I heard Putin and like my brain just fried for a second.
Well, there is a lot of French fries in that.
Potato brain emote needs to be uploaded to Twitch. Reminded. So
I should add a potato emote. That would be hilarious since I do like to cook with potatoes a lot.
Anyways,
The starchy goodness.
so you're in the back of the store getting cheese curds, and there's a World War II furry, that, you know, the one that peed in your cereal. They're just standing there looking at you, wide-eyed. 'Cause, you know, you kicked their ass before, but they brought a horde battle of people to try and beat you up this time. Because they never learned their lesson.
They were expecting me.
So, on your right is a bunch of cheese, and on your left is a bunch of milk. But, you know, they're out of stock for some reason. What would you do with the cheese, and how would you use it? Or, I mean, what type of cheese and how would you use it? I'm off my game today.
Cheese curds, which, squeaky cheese. Best cheese in the world. Hands down. In all of the realms I've been, cheese curds the best. Summon a horde of demon rats. Because lured to the chaos potatoes. And then throw the cheese curds at them. Them as in the furries, not the rats.
For the rats at the rats.
For the rats to target.
You know, like the Power Rangers, how they they assemble together.
I love
Megazords.
Power Rangers, and I also love Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. They are awesome.
I feel like you would really get along with somebody else I know. That aside, though, they do similar content, but why do I imagine like a rat Megazord? You know, like
Give me a second to open Notepad.
like like a Godzilla made out of rats.
Give me a second. I can only open Notepad so quickly, my dear. What a stab up neck, you Notepad call, yes. Nouveau dossier. Rat Megazord. Rat face Mechagodzilla. Here we go.
Ideas for later.
Oh, no, wait, enough for world domination.
Yes.
Yet.
Yes, potential war crime ideas. Canada Prime Minister, I need you to help me assemble a rat Megazord. He just looks at you like, what?
My demon lords are gonna be wondering what the fuck I'm doing with a war chest again.
They're just looking at you like, what is this dude doing? What is
the boss doing now?
Is he spending all the funds on cheese and rats? Why is he buying rats like I don't know, bulletproof rat plated armor?
Rat plated armor. Just fuck this goddamn slab on a fake coat of a gorilla grip glue, slap it on some chainmail. Ha! Rat plated armor.
That sounds absolutely terrifying.
It really does. And poor rats.
That is absolutely terrifying when they're all kind of assembled together. It just looks like you probably wouldn't see the rats at that point. You just see the chest plates, so it'd be kind of sticking outwards, kind of like like little
You just
scales.
see a furry armor a furry suit of armor that is wiggling intensely in place.
That sounds absolutely terrifying.
Well, if you're a DM for a game of Dungeons and Dragons, I got your next monster idea right there.
I mean, so if they're like individual rats, do they have individual hit points? And how many hit points would that multiply based on? Would it be like a combined hit point?
I'd apply the swarm rules for that.
Mm.
Because you do have swarm base health, which is every hit point is its own entity in the swarm. It's like every rat would count for 1 hit point.
Mm. It is kind of strange, though. Like, it makes sense.
That would be a
but-
wonderful way to put a twist on the Pied Piper.
What if he's in the middle of it?
He's wearing the armor.
He is using the rat armor. Anyways, let's see. What the hell? Let's see. I got a few more questions. What is your favorite game genre? You kind of
Favorite
already
game
described it.
genre.
It was like mech, so
I'd say either JRPG or hack and slash. Those are my 2 favorites.
what are your thoughts on Devil May Cry?
I'm still angry at myself for not having tried it sooner.
Fair enough. It's a really good series, but
I got the PC port of the original trilogy as part of Twitch Prime back when I was in college.
Hmm?
In the mortal world. Yeah, for a brief time, my magic didn't work for some reason when I entered one of the mortal realms. So was kind of stuck pretending to be a human, so went to college.
well, okay. I mean,
And while I was there, subscribed to Twitch Prime.
Mhm.
And you know how they got these like weird game deals every once in a while, where like 100, like you get a bundle of games for free as part of your subscription
yeah.
forever, even if you don't renew your subscription. I got the the original Devil May Cry trilogy for the PS2 ported to PC. I got the PC port of the original PS2 trilogy. Was fun. Controls were a bit odd, but that is not the game's fault. The DualShock was not as widespread back in those days.
It's
So-
still kind of scuff.
Yeah, the usual twin stick third person controls we have now that we take for granted nowadays didn't quite exist back then.
I mean, yeah. Like, you know what's funny is I tried syncing up a PS3 controller the other day. It still didn't work. I mean, there's ways to do it, but, like, games have come a long way since then, and, generally we can sync up a PS4, PS5 controller far easier than what we did back in the day.
Oh, absolutely. On my current computer, I have just a PS4 controller that I found at a pawn shop. I have that plugged into my PC via some janky third-party app, universal charger cable.
Mm.
It's supposed to be able to do USB-C, micro USB, and lightning cable. Fun fact: fuck Apple. Fuck Lucifer for making them popular. One of the reasons I chopped his head off.
You're not wrong. I feel like their newest charger cables, they kind of scuff. You know how they're like, you can't plug any USB-C into their new phones with the USB-C port? Because for some reason, it'll charge slower unless you use the proprietary
Apple branded USB-C cables. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm aware. Also, I'm lucky that my iPad hasn't just busted on me
And
from using a third-party USB-C cable.
You think they'll eventually update the iOS enough that it will be the case, though?
I hope not. Because I'm not paying money for a fucking iPad. Only reason I have an iPad is because I got one for free as part of sorry to break the fourth wall there. Had to when I changed banks because local bank in Canada was getting real fucky, so I switched banks to avoid the fuckiness. The new bank, when I joined, there was a promotion going on. Anyone that opened a new bank account with them, would receive a free iPad. Current gen iPad at that.
It's not bad. I mean,
got it at the start of 2024.
Oh.
Yeah.
When did you start your channel?
Ooh. Technically, I started it a long time ago.
Yeah, but it's...
In a galaxy far, far away.
Just
kidding on that last part. Just kidding on that last part. Man, I need to rewatch Spaceballs. But yeah, technically, I started it in 2017, I believe. Technically. But I've only recently started generally trying to be a VTuber content creator on Twitch. That I started in late 2022.
Yeah.
To early 2023.
I just started this year, but my channel...
No, actually it was, it was in late 2023, my bad. November of 2023 specifically.
No, you're all good.
Got laid off from my retail job and decided, you know what, fuck it, VTuber time.
That's fair. I started this year, but my channel is actually 8 years old.
Man, I remember the day that back in my day, Twitch didn't have ads when you watch the streamer.
I mean...
That's how fucking old I am when it comes to how old my account is. Is there a way to check how old my account is?
I think it might say somewhere on your channel, question mark? I can't remember, actually. I know there's a way, I just don't remember where it was. Yeah, no, I forgot.
Alright, this account, the one I'm using for YouTubing, I created in 2022. Because that's one I made and branded specifically for this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Might as well get this one out of the way. If you were stuck in a game universe, what would you choose?
I get to choose?
Yeah.
Digimon.
Explain.
Specifically Digimon Cyber Sleuth.
Okay.
Look on my shoulder. That should tell you enough.
And explanation not necessary. I gotcha.
But if you really do want an explanation, oh man, I got a heavy touch of autism to say the least.
Nah, don't worry.
Digimon is one of my hyperfixations. Always has been.
That's perfectly fine.
And I've been a big proponent of Digimon is superior than Pokemon to Pokemon by a country mile. Your average Digimon, like, goddamn, in most Digimon media, when a human gets a Digimon partner, it's a Digimon partner. They have that one Digimon for the whole run. It's a starter Pokemon only Nuzlocke that they're doing.
Wait, can't Digimon like Digivolve and Digi-Unevolve?
Yes.
I thought so. So basically,
In the anime, it's an automatic process, but in the games, it's a manual process. Well, semi-manual. In some Digimon media, you can't go backwards. You just go in a loop.
Like, so you go from high to low, I mean, low to high, and then I can't speak today. Automatically back to low?
Do you know any Digimon?
I only know...
Agumon?
Yes, a little.
The yellow dinosaur buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Agumon. That is a rookie level in Japan. In the original media, it's called child level. Because Digimon started as a spin-off of Tamagotchi. Because Tamagotchi didn't sell well with boys, but they wanted Tamagotchi to be gender neutral. Fun fact, Tamagotchi was supposed to be a gender neutral toy, but it didn't sell well with boys, so they grabbed Marvel comics from back in the era of all of the exaggerated chains and like that like fucking 2-foot deep torso Captain America comic panel meme, if you remember that.
Offhand, no. You're gonna have to send me
Like,
this later. My brain
I
is
can
fried.
send it to you now. Yes.
Nah, like...
Here we go. Already found it. From Rob Liefeld. Oh my god. They grabbed those art of send it to your Discord DMs. They grabbed that. They grabbed Marvel, DC, all the chains, and said, you know what? Let's make Tamagotchi violent and let's use that as the basis for the art style. Sold like fucking hotcakes. Amongst boys. But the lifespan was identical to a Tamagotchi. Mechanically, it was just a Tamagotchi with a different mini game.
Makes sense.
So you start as an egg. The egg hatches into fresh. So that would be Potamon, the little black fuzzball with perfectly round yellow eyes poking out and two little bear cub ears poking out the top. Then that evolves into Kuromon, a baby Digimon, or in training 2. That's a little pink ball with a mouth, eyes, and 2 like Sylveon-like tendrils coming out of its head. Then that becomes Agumon, a child level, who then becomes Greymon, an adult level. That's the natural lifespan of a Digimon. If it doesn't train right, after a while, after its lifespan ends, it just dies, turns back into an egg, and the cycle resumes.
So they
And the
never
cycle
truly
restarts.
died?
No, it's a constant cycle of reincarnation. Though on the bright side, most Digimon will not remember their past lives.
So they're kind of like Doctor Who?
No, Doctor Who actually remembers his past lives.
I thought he didn't to a certain degree.
I don't remember. I haven't watched Doctor Who since fucking...
It has been years.
Oh god, high school. I haven't watched Doctor Who since 2012.
It tells of how old that series
My bones!
is.
I can feel them turning to dust.
I found a way to defeat a demon. Just reminded how old it is.
I'm definitely turning the inherent entropy of nostalgia into a fucking horror game. I talked to Wild Doses and he approved the idea as a horror concept. I'm fucking turning that into a game.
I'd play it if you do.
You would cuss me out the entire time because it's not, oh my god, I'm so scared I'm gonna shit myself kind of fear. It's, oh god, I'm gonna die from old age soon kind of fear that I'm going for with that idea.
It sounds terrifying, but at the same time, it sounds very interesting.
Yeah, I just have to find a way to make great value generic version of their that are still recognizable enough to trigger nostalgia, but not so similar that I can get Nintendo'd.
Yeah, you don't want to be in that lawsuit, too.
No. But then again, my character, if the player character can walk, I might get the fucking patent lawsuit. If my character has the legs to walk with.
You could change it enough that they wouldn't sue you, though.
Yeah, at that point, I'm just poking fun at how generic the patents are that they are suing for.
Yeah.
Anyhow, but what did we tangent from?
Yeah, let's go ahead and go on back. I have to ask you, have you thought about merch or done any merch?
I have a couple of sticker drawings prepped on my iPad. I just need to find a way to sell them.
I don't.
And I thought of making a titty mouse pad. I thought of it in the sense of that's a big goal for me. Like that's a concrete goal I have in terms of merch. I want to make a titty mouse pad of myself. Because my avatar, 8 foot tall, demon, with pillow-like pecs.
So, would you consider yourself on model a DILF?
Maybe if I had kids.
Fair.
I don't want to deal with any false DILF veiler. I don't want to deal with DILF false valor.
False DILF valor?
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you need kids.
Yep.
Gonna walk away on that note. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think about it, the titty mouse pads are really funny. I'm not going to make one. Probably not anytime soon.
That's fair. Also, I just find it hilarious, the idea of having a titty mouse pad, but of a male character.
I mean, there's plenty of them. They just do the butt, typically. I think
Yeah, that's fair. But could you imagine just, like, a buff man, like, just as an example, All Might from My Hero Academia. Titty mouse pad of All Might, but it's just his fucking pecs.
Is that not a thing already?
I don't know. I'm just throwing out an example. Well, that I thought would be funny.
I'm kind of curious now. Hold on.
I
It
should
is!
find. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Here, I'll just send you a quick image.
Yes, please.
I can't show it on the stream for obvious reasons, but, like...
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a mock-up, but I swear, look at that thing.
It's all. Oh, the face does so much for that.
There's, like, multiple
The face
of them,
makes it
too.
so much better.
I think, there's another one right here that I can send you real quick. The The All My Titty mouse pads. There's quite a few of them, apparently.
Oh, the second was the fucking Etsy link.
God, there's one with a bulge in the pants, too, and I can't say anything more about that. It's so gross. It's not gross, but, like... How do I describe
It's not
this?
brand friendly.
It's not brand friendly, no. So I can't show that. I got a question for you that most people will easily shy away from. What are your, can you give me a story, an embarrassing story that, you know, from either IRL or, you know, on stream or from whatever, that you feel embarrassed from
Ooh.
and you feel comfortable
Ooh.
with?
One time I was trying to show some friends a funny safe work YouTube video. I accidentally grabbed the wrong window. 50 tabs of Twitter not safe for work art. And one tab of it was the safe for work thing I wanted to show them. It was just a really awkward 10 minutes of me looking for the right tab.
That's when you, like, close it all and you just kind of, like, you just reopen your history later.
But I'm too fucking stubborn.
So were you showing them every little bit of it?
No, it was... If they wanted to actually see what they were, they had to be recording and then pausing the recording afterwards. Like, I was just... This tab, nope, 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 this tab, nope. Oh, finally, this tab. Ah, nope, this tab, nope, this tab, nope, this tab, nope.
I just imagine the person on the other side is just looking at you like...
Hey, would you like to just, close the screen share for a sec so you can find the tab?
Yeah, you could,
I ended up doing that. The ADHD was kicking in hard, so I wasn't thinking of that.
I get it. You were more focused on the fact that, you had to show him that
I had to find... I was too focused on the I have to find it, and I have to find it quick. Before they notice all the porn, not realizing that I was showing all the porn.
Were they into it, though?
Yes. I'm a very cultured gentleman, my dear.
I'm a very cultured. No, I'm not making fun of you.
That's no problem.
Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these out. Sorry, too much fire. What is your long-term goal on Twitch?
Make enough money that I can fill a gas tank.
Honestly,
Or car.
I just need enough money to pay off this credit card. Fucking hell.
Oh, my credit card is fine. That's not... I'm actually, like, pretty good on that. Fourfold break real quick. Credit card mostly paid. No student loans left. No outstanding loans to pay. And yeah, credit card, I think I only have like $150 left to pay on it. So very manageable. Right now it's just, I need to get my driver's license. Once I got that, my goal is that VTubing can make just enough money to keep that gas tank filled. And like it's a fucking city. It's a small city car. It's not a fucking Jeep. It's not a fucking pickup truck. Even if I live in the fucking boonies.
Yeah.
When's the 15-minute car drive to your nearest Walmart? You know you're in the fucking woods.
I know somebody else who kind of lives I'm probably in the boonies. I'm not for certain, but I'm pretty
Well,
sure they are.
rural, the
Yeah.
countryside.
Yeah. They. I can't say exactly where they are, but actually, I don't know that for certain, so I'm not gonna say anything else. But no, there was one time they were telling me about like how they were trying to get like I believe it was McDonald's or something, and they couldn't order it because it's so far away. I can't remember if it was McDonald's though.
That happened to me before as well. Uber Eats and DoorDash does not cover my area. And there's a few food places in my area to do delivery. My house is inside of a small pocket of like 6 houses that is just a no delivery zone for the brand itself.
That just sounds like that sucks because then you can't get your food on time. You have to go like either get it manually or you have to.
I have to get it manually.
Yeah.
Because like I said, there's no Uber Eats, there's no DoorDash.
Is there a way you can like send it to a location nearby to gather it?
Nope.
What?
Because they go to the door, so I'd have to find someone like 4 houses away from where I live that would be willing to pick up the order, make the payment for me, and then trust me to go to their house and pay them back.
Oh, so what I?
And I'd have to trust them to just not keep the food for themselves.
I mean, you don't have to do that. You can just sit in front of their like house or on the street, and then
Yeah, but then there's the optics of looking like a fucking creep.
Fair enough.
When you're a 6 foot tall guy that is horizontally gifted, you don't want to be standing around on someone's porch for too long without entering the house or leaving the house. I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable with that.
No, I perfectly understand. It would be kind of strange, but like,
I don't want to get the cops called on me just for some fucking pizza.
I swear there was one time.
It's not worth it. It's not worth being the prison bitch.
I think so. There was one time I was in college. I was sitting on like the corner of a hotel, and it was raining. So I ordered an umbrella from the hotel. I don't have like a room over there. I just sat there and ordered some food, and then ordered some umbrellas.
Nice.
So that's what I was
I've
thinking.
worked at a hotel before VTubing. I used to work at a hotel. Night shift. Oh, the crazy shit you see on night shift. I swear.
No, I've seen that kind of shit. Yeah, I worked at a Whataburger beforehand.
That's a 24-hour place, I'm guessing?
It is, yeah. The early bird sucks ass. I had a drunk guy come in one time. He just came up to the counter and, ordered a shake. So here's the story. We at the Whataburger, they have a 16 ounce, they have a 20 ounce, and they have a 32 ounce for the shake.
I heard furry 2 ounce.
Furry 2 ounce. No, like they have a 30. I slur my T and H and F.
That's no worries. What does sabotage do?
Oh, don't worry about that. As long as
I've
they
been
don't use
looking at the special for a while, and then I notice how many points I have.
Trust me, it will be not fun for either of us. I mean, you could use it if you want, but you might end up dropping down into the void.
Honestly, this one seems funnier.
Anyways, so, they have the 16, the 20, the 32, and the 44. Shit, what was I talking about?
Your experience at Whataburger, my dear.
Oh, yeah, right.
With a drunk homeless guy ordering a shake.
Okay, so this guy orders a shake, and it's supposed to. He orders the 32. They also have a 44-ounce cup, which is like the large. It's a large there, but normally at every other place it's like a Route 44. So the dude orders
Route 44?
Yeah, that's what they call it in the States.
Ah, gotcha.
It's a 44-ounce cup. He thought that the large would be in that big ass cup. Like 44 ounces of vanilla like shake.
Like fucking novelty large.
Novelty large. Like this shake cup is as big as my head. Or not shake cup. Drink cup.
I mean, to be fair, that is already pretty novelty sized.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
A human skull is pretty large. We never notice it because we're so used to it. But if you're just holding a skull in your hands, you're like, holy shit, that's bigger than I thought it was.
Imagine the boobs being bigger than the skull. That is a thing. Some women actually have to deal with that.
I know, it's actually considered an illness.
Yeah, it's macromastia. Point aside,
Yay.
he gets all pissed about
go
it.
Hitomi.
Yeah. But, no, so he gets all pissed at me. He gives me some change. And, I'm trying to help him, but at the same time, he realizes that, I think I got him a drink cup because I thought that's what he was asking. And so he wanted this large ass cup, and then my manager comes over and he's like, no, we don't do that. So, you can take your drink cup and leave. And then he starts getting all pissy, and his friend comes to pick up the food.
Retail just fucking sucks.
Oh, it sucks ass. That is why, to this day, I hate Whataburger.
I don't blame you. Also, one of the weirdest thing to deal with, the drug-addled hobos after midnight.
Oh, yeah, they're everywhere.
I dealt with one when I was working at a hotel. Oh, golly.
Have you ever had one where they, come inside and use the facilities, and they just cover the toilets and all the sinks with dirt and stuff?
No, but I had one guy use the same shower for an hour straight. I had to threaten physical violence with a broom to get him out.
Why was he in the shower for an hour?
Well, he wasn't a... Well, initially he came in and he really needed a shower. Like, you could smell it. He needed a shower. Your boy needed the fucking shower, and and for the sake of my nasal health, I was not gonna argue with that.
Okay.
Your man wanted a shower. Fine by me. It's for me, boy.
Just sounds very gross. The smelly dude comes in, and you don't refuse service. You just let him in.
Because you know what? I'm not paid enough to destroy my nose like that.
Heard. So you let him in and just shower?
Yeah, we had pool facilities like right next to the lobby. Oh, that pool! I have so many fun stories from that pool. Mostly of women offering their bodies for access to the pool after closing hours. I shit you not. Alcohol is a marvelous thing.
How does that relate? No, hold on.
That's a tangent because it's the guy who needed a shower. I gave him access to the showers and the changing rooms of the pool.
He gave you a drink?
No, Dad was like, "Oh, right, the pool. It was closed when he needed the shower, so I had to unlock the pool area for him to access the showers." And then, oh, right, closed pool. I'm not supposed to open that. Then, oh, hey, I've had 3 different women on different occasions offer to flash me for access to the pool when it was closed. Because like the ADHD and autism, man, I swear, the weirdest fucking through lines of topics.
So where does the alcohol relate? This is where I'm kind of confused. Like, what?
The women were always drunk when they offered.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Because honestly, any sober person would realize that is a really fucking stupid deal to offer.
My question is, were there not like showers in the hotel room?
Uh, you have to have a hotel room to use the hotel showers.
So were these drunk women from like the bar or something?
No. The drunk women they just wanted to go into the pool to swim in the pool while it was closed, or go into the jacuzzi when it was closed.
Oh, okay.
It was just a homeless guy that needed a shower.
Mm. So
And the homeless guy, he's homeless. He doesn't have the fucking money for a room. He doesn't have $200 to drop on a fucking room.
So my question is, like, after you, like, basically, or how do you fight this dude out of the shower? That's my question.
He didn't fight, just get out of me holding a broom.
I'm sorry, this is
I'm
kind of
holding
funny.
it like a fucking pike, like a fucking medieval pike. Like I'm training for the fucking LARPing event on this motherfucker.
Get him! I swear,
Almost got injured dealing with another hobo like a month later.
sometimes I see them come on by. There was one guy who I saw dirty up a sink the other day.
Oh God.
Then there was they'll go into the trash and like eat from the trash, or dump in the trash. Not poop, but like actually dump stuff in the trash.
Yeah, they'll get what they can get.
There was one time I walked into work, and there was this lady out in front of a different store's parking lot, and she was stripping. Apparently, like a few hours before, she walked into the lobby, started tearing shit up, and then walked out like nothing happened, and that they had to call the cops. Like,
God damn.
she was full on stripping, and I'm looking at this like, what the fuck? I'm just not going to go look outside. I'm just gonna walk away from that one.
I would just mind my own fucking business for a few hours.
I just saw the cops coming, and I was just like, yeah, this seems like the natural cycle. And the manager was trying to press charges. So
Not surprised. Not surprised.
I ended up that day having to fix the fucking decorations. And that, like, pissed me off because the manager I worked with, she's a piece of work. Not a bad
I've never
person.
seen a hotel manager that's not a fucking piece of work.
I don't hate that manager. She's just very pushy in a certain way that gets under my nerves.
Like girl boss pushy?
Girl boss pushy. Like,
I fucking knew it.
she's like, how do I put this? So,
Single, in her 40s, no kids, no SO, girl boss.
no.
You're married to the job.
Sort of like that, but no.
That is a very specific kind of girl boss. I'm very sorry for sounding like an incel with this one. I'm really sorry. That is not the intent.
No, go ahead. What are you saying?
Like the way I described the specific type of girl boss, I just realized, that is not a good look for me. Giving that description, that is not a good look for me.
No. There's different types of people. At least she's not a Karen. That's what I'm gonna put.
Okay.
No.
At least she's not a Karen.
Kind of like she bullies people into working in a certain way.
I fucking hate those managers.
Yeah. And so she wanted me to put up the decorations in a certain way, and I'm just looking at her like, what the fuck am I doing? Half of the time when I was working, I'd be brain dead as is. So I'd be up there putting up decorations, looking at her like, what the fuck do you want me to do?
Your best?
I don't know how
Wait, that's
this shit
not
was
what you're
put up.
doing.
That's what I was trying to do. I'm just looking at like, what the fuck? Especially when she comes over and she gets all pissed about it. That pisses me off.
Oh, mood.
I could rant about that all day. I'm not going to.
Oh, girl, I feel ya. I feel ya.
But yeah, let's see. I think I might have a few more questions.
So, if you want to ask lore questions, you can. I've pretty much just given bullet points.
Oh yeah, sure, why not? Let's see. Edward. I dropped my phone. Into the void you go. Where you stop, nobody knows. I have to
Where
ask
did you
you,
come from? Where did you go? Cotton Eye Joe.
how does your magic work?
Ooh. Eh. So the basis is just your standard mana, classical JRPG mana. From what I've seen in my travels across the multiverse, my magic is midlife crisis inducingly basic.
So,
But there's a bit of a twist to it.
okay.
Specifically with hell-based magic. Different emotions cause different effects the way elemental magic actually performs. Most demons have an affinity towards fire magic.
Makes sense.
As a fallen angel, my affinities are wind and fire, with a sprinkle of lightning. But softer emotions like love, passion, empathy, or a desire to protect will cause, for example, with my wind magic, will actually cause my wind magic to take on more defensive properties. So I can essentially make short-term wind constructs when I lean into those emotions. Meanwhile, harsher emotions like disgust, judgment, anger, those causes the wind to become colder, sharper, to cut deeper into the skin.
My system's different from that in the sense that I have my body is filled with what is known as Arcana, which is the points that you use on Twitch for this one. Arcana essentially, it's a pseudo parasitic kind of energy that eats stamina.
A quick question: can that energy go out of control?
Oh yeah, no.
Is that where we're sitting in a void right now?
Oh no, that's not that. That's just how do I explain this? So in the Burning Den,
I thought I'd ask.
It's just a void of within my head. Actually, we're just sitting against a wall and just.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. That's very good to know.
So we're not actually in my head right now. We are outside a building. But
Tesco's parking lot.
Yeah, it's just a green screen. But But no, it's I'd explain the entire concept of how the Burnington works, but it takes fucking days to go over this shit. It's convoluted.
Understandable.
But Arcana, if you have too much of it in your body, it starts to eat away at your stamina, and then when it can't find anything else to eat, it starts kind of crystallizing and converting flesh. So, imagine when you're born, all this energy is like quickly flowing into you. And say you're a baby with like very little control over it, that quickly eats away at your flesh and turns you into a little like crystal baby.
What I'm hearing is that everyone is born with extreme ADD.
Sort of. It's more like
No, not AD, just hyperactive. Just
hyperactive Arcana, I guess you could say, but no.
they just have so much energy, they have to expend the energy, otherwise it's gonna cause issues.
No, it's more like the energy just, imagine like a tiger and a baby, but the tiger just like devours the baby.
Oh golly.
Yeah, that's essentially what it is. So they have to put seals on the people in order to actually stop the Arcana flow from flowing irreversibly fast. So, that is basically how it works. Arcana, it grows with you. If you're not able to handle it, it will eat you alive. It's kind of like not brushing your teeth.
That is terrifying.
Oh, yeah. Then, if you want to add an extra layer to that, Divine Arcana is condensed version of the prior. So, using Divine Arcana... Yes, condensed. So, it's like... How do I put it? It's kind of like if you had, like, a... You're like... like a Coke? Like when you get a soda? How they put the syrup in there? Imagine drinking it without the water.
Oh, gods.
Yeah. So that's just basic,
I have a soda stream. I tried to, like, the syrup on its own once. For the fuck of it. Worst idea of my life.
It just tastes like sugar. Well...
Too much sugar.
Too much, yeah.
And that was on the fucking diet one.
Ugh.
Like, the no sugar one still tasted like it had too much sugar.
I mean, that makes sense.
I had an ad for beer. Just what I need to wash down the taste of overly sugary soda syrup. Piss water.
Piss water.
Followed by a rock. Followed by a heart attack in a can. Thank you, Rockstar.
Yeah, just tell me when that's over and I'll continue.
That's no problem. Right now, Twitch they actually show you like a little preview of what you're missing out.
Yeah.
On the little corner next to the ads.
Here, I'm gonna...
So I can still see what's going on, and I can still hear you, obviously.
I gotta shill Twitch Turbo, hold on. If you have Twitch Turbo, you'd be able to skip this ad. Fucking hell. I hate that so much.
Let me tell you, folks, that's a devilishly good deal.
Subscribe to Twitch Turbo now and
You get to keep your soul.
Yeah, you don't have to sell your soul to the Actually, if you subscribe, you're probably able to skip the ads too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Point aside, though, no, yeah, so the Divine Arcana, it's far more condensed and harder to use, and so you need a proper vessel to actually use it. And...
So that's where things like Holy Regalia would come in, right?
Essentially, yeah. Like, any sword with, like, magical properties that uses a far stronger, like, magical source than what you can use. I'd assume. There's a Sword of Almighty that uses high amounts of Arcana that most people can't use, that I've been able to use. for example, even using Prometheus requires a huge amount of Arcana, and then there's states higher than this, than what I'm showing you right now. For example, I could turn myself blue,
Ooh.
which is just higher, and then there's the Anima state, which is... I can't use it because I don't have enough faith energy, which is its own separate thing that gods require. But yeah, the gods and the humans, there's vessels.
As a fallen angel, theoretically, could I tap into this?
Let's see. So, I have fought an angel before, and I'm not talking about Cloudy. That is a nerve YouTuber who's been on here. They also use PNGs too, but
Nico.
technically, you would be of the. Let's see. That would be technically chaotic arcana and holy arcana. So music and dark. Point aside, you would technically be able to, but not of the same faith base as most of the gods.
I see. Also, a bit of a weird quirk. I can still access my true angel form somehow, despite having fallen.
I mean, I have no idea how that works in personal.
Honestly, me neither.
Yeah. I would assume that's because you would have enough faith in your prior lord, or some level of it that allows you to revert. But I don't know about fallen angels. It makes no sense.
That is quite fair. We are not the most logical of creations.
So I would assume a fallen angel would become a god if they had enough faith. Or they would be labeled as a false god.
I guess all those months of playing Cult of the Lamb are finally gonna come in handy.
Yeah. I mean, prior gods, there's like gods that can gain faith from alternate sources. Like, for example, I can gain faith off of fire, which allows me to hold state, but doesn't actually allow me to ascend higher than that state. And then,
your element in of itself allows you to maintain
just
your
maintain.
current state.
It doesn't allow me to go any higher.
Gotcha.
Then the channel point rewards using the Arcana, the Insanity allows me to use the blue, and white is not on the table right now. But I could ascend to it technically.
I see.
But then I'd just be white. There's nothing else to it. I'd probably just revert.
Honestly, I'll be honest, white flames always look so gosh darn elegant.
Oh, they are. I need to get a model that has white flames, though, as like a toggle instead. That'd be nice. I don't have that, though. Point aside, though, I gotta ask, in regards to it, how does your demon ranking work?
Oh, it's rather simple. You have me at the top. Then below me you have my demon lords.
Okay.
Demon lords are basically the right under the king of a circle. Then each of my circles have their own king, who are equal to my demon lords in authority, and each of those kings have their own demon lords, who answer only to their king.
So wait, can you have an imp that is essentially a demon lord equal to a other demon
An imp
lord?
could become a demon king.
Mm.
If I found a circle that an imp was the only willing and was the only willing or otherwise available candidate for the position of Demon King, I would promote that imp to a Demon King and have that imp handle that circle. Also, despite us using the male-specific version of the title, it is gender neutral.
Oh. I guess that makes sense.
Women can be Demon Kings.
I have a question for you, though. So typically...
Oh, and then below the Demon Lords is just every other demon.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's where I was kind of hung up on. So, I don't know demon physiology, and it kind of differs from mine to yours, but, I have to ask you, do you change sex?
We need a spell for that, but a spell is, it's one of those rare spells that if you have to describe the incantation or something, you can't tell the incantation, but the moment you want to use it, it pops into your head.
Okay.
You don't know how to do it until you want to do it, and whenever you want to do it, you're essentially a master of using the sex change spell. Technically, whenever I want, I could swap to a female version of myself.
Do you have
Out of
one?
whim. Not right now. It is planned as a routine.
I do have a some gods typically don't actually hold gender form other than vessels, because vessels are just gods in vessels.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like like a little like god in a mech suit. So we don't typically hold a state. We're just whatever people believe we look like.
I see.
So, that is why I'm technically male and female, but at the same time, I still go by female pronouns.
I see. That is very good to know.
Yeah, because some gods get very pushy about certain things, so... For example, Zeus doesn't really make much sense, because they're a king, but at the same time, sometimes they take on female form, so it doesn't really make much sense. Anyways.
Anything to get into bed with another woman.
True that. And I will.
Or at least that's the Zeus I know in my world.
Yeah, the Pantheon's weird. Aside from that, though, I don't think we have any more questions. We could wrap it up now, technically.
Oh, need a burrito.
Does anyone else have any questions they want to ask? I'm just going through anyone who wants to ask anything. Other than weird questions, we've already had enough weird questions. Otherwise,
I'm still trying to figure out if it's actually having weird questions or just me having weird answers to non-weird questions.
I mean, anyone can have weird answers, weird questions. It doesn't matter. Actually, you know what's funny is I could probably do... Oh, crap. You may want to move a little bit to the left.
All right.
Oh, wait, never mind. I don't think the pipe's gonna fall. Anyways,
Oh, golly.
never mind, it fell. Anyways, this has been pretty
Need a touch of healing magic before I go?
No, we're gonna act like that didn't happen. This has been pretty din. Y'all have a good night. We're going to raid out to, who's on Twitch right now, actually?
There is a Yuki who's doing a Pokemon Infinite Fusion stream. Tanuki VTuber, She pops up every once in a while on the Underrealm server.
Let's see. Uh,
Do you have her?
I might not. Let's see. Hold on.
I could send you a link if you want.
Ooh, actually, hold on. I might send everybody to the one who is working on my model. AKA
Ooh, that
the
sounds
Snooze.
wonderful.
I think she might be already done with it. She's playing Lethal Company with some gobos. Well, 2
Lethal
gobos.
Company is fun.
Oh yeah, I'd invite you sometime if you wanted to. But
That sounds lovely as long as you don't mind dealing with an actual noob.
oh
I've
no, I
never
don't
played
care.
the game before.
It'd be funnier if you go unmodded and not knowing exactly what's going on.
Oh god, imagine you've never even played vanilla and you get dropped into modded. That sounds hilarious.
We should do that sometime. That'd be funny.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Ah,
We're raiding Snoozlin. We're raiding a goblin. She dancing the devil dance.
alrighty.
I don't. I don't know why
Also,
they're in
I
a
do want
devil.
to. I do want to say again, thank you very much for having me. It was wonderful being at the den.
Oh, okay.
Really nice and cozy.
What time is it, by the way, for you?
It is 10:27 p.m.
Oh boy. If you want to
Not
chat
that
for a few
bad.
minutes after we raid out, I don't mind.
I'm fucking sure for that.
Bye, everybody.
Toodles poodles.
But die that up. Let's see.